So when I look back at what's been going on this past year, it's been ups, it's been downs, it's been stagnant, it's been great, it's been sad moments, it's been funny and loving and like happy and joy and frustration and anger. It's been a little bit of everything, but overwhelmingly when I look at this past year, it's been good. It's been good. Because I realize again, I have abandonment issues. I'm very upfront about that. I have problems with communication and speaking how I feel and what's going on with me. And I also have issues with reading other people, like social cues, emotions, etc. I'm in therapy, I'm in counseling, I've been working on me, right? So I know that. And this was the first time where I had somebody hold me accountable, and I had somebody actually like not, at least as of right now, because like I said, I don't know if this is gonna last, if this is gonna work, but I know as of today, it's good. So this person has been very patient. This person hasn't given up on me yet over the past year. This person listens to me, takes what I have to say in consideration, but they also demonstrate their boundaries, demonstrate like what they mean and say what they mean and mean what they say, and like communicate and like, and when I've pushed too far or I've gone too far, I've said something, I've done something to that limit, this person will leave and go do them. And I do the same thing. I've left the situation a good 9 times. They've left, I believe, 3. And yeah, you could say that's a toxic relationship. Arguably, it is. It has been toxic. I'm not going to sit up here and say that it hasn't. However, it's been great. It's been good. And a lot of the issues ultimately come back to me not knowing how to communicate and me not processing my emotions and taking time to process them. And then also me having abandonment issues. Like, I'll be the person, I'm quick to leave the minute I feel like But also, because we've been going with the flow, with no title, no commitment, and we actually been building a friendship and getting to know each other, and and learning about ourselves while working on ourselves individually. Keep in mind, like, I think that's another thing that people keep forgetting about. Like, when you are trying to get into a relationship or work towards a relationship or build a relationship, this is a constant effort. I am sweating. This is a constant effort. Like, listen, you have to put in work. And then you also have to keep in mind, you're still an individual with another individual. Y'all whole life is not going to revolve around each other, and it's not going to revolve around the relationship. You still got your own life as an individual. You got your own goals, hobbies, friends, goals, job, work, etc. You know what I mean? And we have to recognize that. And I'm learning that with this person, and they're learning it with me, and it's different. Like, everything has been open and communicative. But what I noticed, this is how I knew that I wanted this person, and why I continue to put in an effort and show up, and while also continuing to hold my own shit accountable. And I still make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I'm catching my shit before it gets on that level in the beginning, so we don't even have to get to the bad issue. You feel me? Because after time, you know what you're doing, right? You know your own behaviors. You know your own thoughts. You start processing, especially if you're in therapy or you're working on self-therapy and working through yourself, you got to start implementing shit. You can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. But anyways, so, shit. I showed up, he showed up, they showed up, we showed up. And what I knew that I wanted to have a relationship with this person and keep putting in effort is I like this person. Like, I can genuinely be around this person all the time. But then I can also, when I'm around them, it's just like I don't have to be doing anything. We could just be, they could be working on, you know, something on the computer, their work assignment, they're studying, they could be playing a video game. I could be on my phone looking at TikTok or reading a book or working on work myself. Just being in their presence is good, feels great. And for me not to get annoyed with a person being in my space and then me wanting to be around that person all the time and then it being reciprocated, like they want me to be around, it's just like they want to be around. It's just like, whoa. So, okay, and then it was a friendship. I mean, we genuinely have a friendship. And I think that is something that is more important than the actual romantic relationship, is the platonic relationships. And I've said this so many times before. My platonic relationships are the healthiest fucking relationships that I have in my life. Because I understand platonic relationships more than I understand romantic relationships. Just being completely honest. I am a good friend because I want a good friend. Now, romantic wise, like I said, I've never been in a romantic relationship until this situation. And yeah. It's a learning curve. It's a lot of learning. And it's a lot of unlearning too, because again, I grew up, and I talk about it a lot, I grew up in a dysfunctional, toxic household, family structure. And I'm not blaming them because, again, they're also products of their environment. So when you really start looking back, a lot of us are just doing what we know. It doesn't justify it, no. But I'm also recognizing at 30 years old, damn near 31, I can't blame family for every damn thing, right? Accountability and also giving grace after a while. And I'm not saying you can't have boundaries and you shouldn't hold people accountable. I'm not saying when they go low, you go high. I'm not saying any of that. I just know for me, I no longer have time to do that. It's not serving me, and it's not serving the people in my family. It's not serving the people that I love and care about. So I have to make changes, and I can't do that anymore. But yeah, I didn't grow up seeing that, so this is learning. And like, this is probably one of the most gentle, reserved person I've ever like met. And then when you see this person, and it's wrong, but I'm gonna say it, when you see this person, it checks my stereotypes. Because yes, I have preconceived notions, stereotypes that formulate judgments on a person based off of their identities. And yes, some of it is for good reason, because again, you do learn about survival skills, and after a while, basic instincts kick in. You feel me? You have to be able to survive. And at the same time, you also have to realize everybody is not everybody. We really are individuals. Yes, a lot of us act similar, but everybody is not everybody, right? So like, I had to check my own bullshit again. I had to check my own preconceived notions, stereotypes and judgments, prejudices, you know, negative thoughts about this and that. Because like, this person is like the complete opposite of everything that you hear about. Now granted, do they have some toxic ways? Yes, they do. If you see this video, because you know, you might watch it, I don't know. But do I have negative issues? Do I have toxic things about me? Yes, I do. I have a lot of toxic things about me. I have a lot of red flags about me. So if somebody is willing to work with me on that and stick around, I'm willing to stick around and work with them. And that's real. Because at this point, I ain't never did nothing like this. I ain't never. Do you hear me? This ain't G. G don't do love. And I've realized I ain't done love because of how I grew up. Like, really, real talk. Like,